So EQ Bank has been getting a lot of hype lately. It's one of the most searched banks on YouTube for Canada, according to YouTube analytics. And so is it worth your time to open an EQ Bank account? The answer is, don't worry, I'll let you know further in the video. So EQ Bank is an online digital only bank. So no branches and no ATMs. But their Savings Plus account does offer unlimited transactions with no minimum balances, mobile check deposits, direct deposits, and e-transfers, which are all free. And they also have no NSF fees, so if a payment bounces from your account, you won't get dinged that $50 charge. Now, in my perspective, EQ Bank should be supplementary to another bank. I don't think it's feasible to use EQ Bank as your main account since it only offers savings and investment type accounts. Thus, don't immediately close down your previous bank account because you might need it. So which bank should I combine with my EQ account? Now, if you want to get away from the 5 big banks due to their monthly charges, then I recommend getting Simply Financial or Tangerine Bank because they offer all the other type of accounts that EQ doesn't, such as checking accounts, credit cards, lines of credit, and etc. They also have access to free ATMs and almost everything they offer is free. And if you want a checking account with both ATMs and in-branch support, since Simply and Financial don't have in-branch support, and more or less a free service, then a local credit union in your district is your best bet. EQ Bank also offers an international money transfer tool called Wise, which is significantly cheaper than your traditional wire transfer. Now, why all the hype? Well, they were offering at one point a 2.45% interest rate for their regular high interest savings account and also for their Tfsa account, which is pretty darn high, not unheard of, but still really good. They manage to provide such high interest rates because they pass on the savings to you when they don't need to pay rent for branches, employees for in-person support, and plastic suppliers for creating physical debit cards. So yeah, no debit cards. However, their interest rate slowly started to drop the moment COVID-19 came into place, but in all genuineness, I'm pretty sure this was a marketing tactic and it was going to drop regardless. COVID-19 just made it happen quicker. So by giving out competitive rates, especially larger than normal rates, such as 2% and above, clients start running to banks offering such a service to open an account. Similar to how a new restaurant may open and charge lower than normal pricing to get customers inside the store and then a year or 2 years later jack up the price. And since EQ Bank has been promoting its high interest rates for 4 years now, I'm pretty sure they built a large enough client base that even the smart individuals that know where to park their money after the interest rate drops won't negatively impact their business. Basically, EQ Bank pumps 2.3% interest rate or whatever interest rates needed to persuade clients to chase after them and sign up. And once they have a client database of 150,000 users and they really only need 100,000 clients to be profitable, and they also know less than 5% of their client base will engage in transferring their funds into another bank and that majority of their users will stay, then it was worth it because the promotion worked. They increased clients by 500% even with the minor loss of clients due to the downgrade in their high interest savings account. By the way, these numbers are not the official numbers. I kind of just made them up to give you an idea of what's going on. These are not what EQ Bank has mentioned in their PR regarding about their company. So is EQ Bank evil? No, a lot of businesses do this. They will either drop their prices for a year or so, build their client base, and then jack up the price because they know even if 20% of their clients leave, the 80% paying the premium will cover those losses and create more profit. Like I mentioned, a lot of restaurants do this and a lot of banks do this. They'll promote super high interest rates and then randomly goes down again because they know most people will stay after the drop. By the way, I'm not attacking EQ Bank. I just personally believe a lot of this is done for marketing and I think that's fine. But let's make the playing ground fair. by looking at what the 5 big banks are doing, which in my perspective, they are false advertising their high interest savings account by calling them high interest savings account, when in fact they only offer like a 0.05%, which is almost nothing. Nowhere near a high interest savings account. There needs to be a threshold, so you can't call a savings account high interest if it doesn't give you more than 1%. So EQ has been pretty fair. Its interest rate right now is at 1.25%, which is pretty good compared to all the other banks. And I just wanted to note that the Central Bank of Canada technically controls the interest rates at which other banks can give out, but that still doesn't mean that banks will not inflate their interest rates to drive customers in. Anyways, Canadian Tire Bank and Neo Financial are currently offering a higher rate of 1.55%. And if you're in Quebec, then Accelerate Financial is offering a 1.2% interest rate. Unfortunately, EQ Bank along with Canadian Tire Bank and Neo Financial are not available in Quebec, and that is why I mentioned Accelerate Financial for those in Quebec. So why do most people stay at a high interest savings account even after the interest rate drops, or if they suck to begin with? Well, most people don't shop around. Most people don't really know how to shop around, even if they wanted to. Most people are not really in tune with their banking, and most people don't really want to be bothered with opening up another account along with possibly closing their previous account. Thus, banks can profit off these individuals and this type of behavior by promoting spectacular deals to get customers inside and then stay inside forever. Anyways, I recommend not closing your previous bank account if you don't have to pay any fees. And if you do, a lot of banks offer savings accounts for free. Just keep the savings account. That way, if the bank offers a promotional rate or you need one of their services, you can easily open and or contact them because technically you're already a member and or client. And therefore you don't need to go through the sign up process all over again. Now, a lot of people are not really good with keeping their banking information up to date. Like forgetting their 4-digit PINs, their security questions, right? Like what's the name of the dog on your CIBC account? Do you know? I bet you don't. The last address on file, so on and so forth. Therefore, for many, just having one account is a pain in the butt. And so if you're interested on how to maintain multiple bank accounts so that you can take advantage of bonus promotions between different bank accounts, then I recommend checking out my Credit and Credit Card Leverage 5.0 program. It's a program mainly dedicated to understand all the benefits that credit and credit cards offer, along with a whole module on how to maintain multiple bank accounts, including credit accounts, properly and securely, and another module on how to manage and optimize your finances properly. So check that out if you want. The link is in the description below, or you can just simply type in creditnation.club and it will redirect you to that program. There's a 30-day full refund guarantee if for some reason you don't like the program. There's no action-based nonsense. You simply contact me and I will refund you. So the best place to do research for the highest high interest rates is simply by checking out all the banks and credit unions available to you and just scroll through their websites and see what they offer. However, highinterestsavings.ca has a whole page that is pretty up to date with which banks in Canada are offering the best rates. So if you're lazy, or I should say optimized, check out the link in the description below for that link. So EQ Bank currently offers a 1.25% interest rate for their regular high interest savings account and a 2.3% for their TFSA, which will then drop down to 1.25% on May 26th of 2021. I hope I didn't make everyone get excited all of a sudden. And I just wanted to note the difference between the TFSA and the regular savings account is that whatever money you earned through interest through your TFSA account are not taxable, whereas whatever money earned through your regular savings account is taxable. So if you made $200 in interest in your TFSA account, then no tax. If you made $200 in your regular savings account, then it is taxed. So if you have room left over in your TFSA, I recommend starting with a TFSA account. If not, then a regular savings account is just fine. Just remember to declare it. So EQ's rates are still very good and competitive. It's not the highest, and these rates are subjected to change, so always do your own research when making your financial decisions. And maybe in the future, EQ Bank will offer higher rates again. So the positives. EQ Bank is really easy to sign up with. I personally think it takes seconds rather than minutes, as mentioned on their website. Their user interface on both web and mobile app are really good and easy to understand. They offer international and domestic phone support, online chat, email, and physical mail too, for those who still love writing letters. You can easily download a void check for employment or direct deposit purposes. You can pay bills with it, facial recognition on iPhone, and Touch ID on both Android and Google. And they're not a new bank. The company's full name is Equitable Bank, with the stock ticker EQB on the Toronto Stock Exchange. They have $33 billion in assets under management. They have been around for 50 years plus, but we're mainly offering mortgages, commercial lending services, and deposit services. They are CDIC insured for up to $100,000 like any other legitimate bank. Thus, they're not a fake front that steals your personal information. It's legitimate. Way too many people are afraid of doing anything on the internet due to frauds, phishing, and scams, but I assure you, EQ Bank is 100% safe. They also have been mentioned by notable online bank reviewing websites such as Greedy Rates, Rate Hub, and Money Sense in terms of providing an excellent service and amazing rates. They also send you an email every month letting you know how much interest you have earned, which is pretty sweet because it allows the user to understand the importance of savings and passive income. It's like a free dopamine hit every time you get one of these emails. So do I use EQ Bank? Currently no, but possibly in the future. Right now, my savings is parked into Neo Financial, which is offering the highest interest rates, and they are also very easy to open up with an amazing user interface. But they do not offer a TFSA account. If you want a TFSA account, I recommend Canadian Tire Bank, but it takes around 15 days or so to open an account. You have to wait till you receive the documentation they mailed you, and then you have to mail them a check and possibly slay a dragon, who knows. So if you want to open up a TFSA quick and easy and get access to pretty good rates right now, then EQ Bank is your best bet. It's easy to open, excellent rates, and then from there maybe you can open up a Canadian Tire TFSA account to take advantage of that extra 0.3%. So this is the end of today's video. I hope you learned a lot today, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. Have a great one, everyone. This is Mike Gap signing out.